Very good afternoon to everyone. This is Sam again back. Very crucial and sensitive topic. All throughout the Delhi, the protests against the SSCs are SSC exam is very common, and I don't see any creator bringing clarity or bringing insights about this issue than me. Let's begin. First of all, 1998 to 2002, the government jobs were almost similar. Post that, they have been mostly on the decline. Even the top tier jobs like IAS, UPSC, SSC, that thing, shortcut down to little like these ones, clerical or PO or these. And now these SSC and all these, they have been on decline. You keep on reading these paper reports like so and so many lakhs jobs are vacant in the railway. There are so many things are vacant in the exercise departments and all these tax collection departments everywhere. Any time have you even thought ki, why is this happening? Because the businesses, there are certain things like it actually, now think about it in this manner, less number of officials who can scrutinize you as a business or anybody means less oversight. Matlab, you file a complaint and it can take years to process because there are no people to process only. So, my fellow Indians, isn't this a strategy? I'll release a different version of the same video in Hindi. But understand this one, fewer and fewer government jobs would come on purpose. So, what should we do? Should we hate these people? No. Hating has no solution. Writing, it is going to only pain you, it is not going to provide any other benefit than your what do you get that temporary pacified on your heart and something is happening, and obviously the whole ruckus on the police beating you guys. So Indians especially should now come out of this mindset of government job. See, situations are worse in corporate jobs as well. Things are not very good there as either. But government jobs, certainly. And it's time to say thank you to ask these jobs for. I mean, what else is there to see now? First of all, getting that job is hard, bloody exactly hard. And after that, the rewards are very little. Just imagine, today the government in new regime has declared that anything below INR 12 lakhs is tax exempt, which means you are not able to earn enough so that to maintain your own expenses, that you can pay taxes on top of that. That is what basically government is admitting, which is okay, which is fine. It should be even higher, but yes, this had been a relief this year. Now, understand this one thing. Dust आ जाती है ना, like on the laptop and equipment. Sorry. If government is admitting and the starting salaries of these jobs, your whole life will go on just touching the poverty limit. And no, and just tell you, like government jobs, the increment on 1st of July is 3%. You just make a Google, a grade A, grade B, grade C, grade D. Every salary, everybody is known. And that's done for a reason, because of the government, like that corruption and all that, and bribery, and just try to standardize and look for the equipment. So now those corruption, if somebody is on that verge, those opportunities are going to go away. Technology, it's not going to manifest anytime sooner. So what do? You need to find other sources of income. You need to create one. obviously, first step that you should start is stop preparing for the like years and years of these exams. If at all you want, just give one or two. Now, in me speaking like this is going to hurt a lot of these coaching industries, but yes, for the benefit of like people, I would come out and say that stop preparing for government exams. It's not worth it. There's no practical value being added there, and government, look at it. No, government doesn't want. See the charm, like the so-called like we are. Dheet in that sense that we considered not working as a charm. Yeah, I understand. 90 hours is a 70 hours is a overkill, but 30 40 hours is of genuine work is decent. It should be done. What because you're earning your livelihood from that. You're not doing any trades or any kind of business, which is okay. Not everybody can do business. Not everybody can do trades, which is okay. You're not administering technically, that is just a servitor's work, and there's practically not other thing that you're doing to provide value. You're just offering a service, so service should be genuine. The that what do you say, the idea whole that you need to work less, that had been absolutely ridiculous. And yes, a whole generation has taken leaps of benefits out of it, but the consequence of that, government is deciding to outsource a lot of these things. I mean, a lot of policy decisions are being done by consulting companies. Engineering is done by someone else, or you're just outsourcing things to like, I mean, 50 30 years you took to just make a unusable Tejas template which you cannot even deliver. Then what good an engineering company like HAL is? I'm sorry to say. And I am not saying it, government admits that HAL is a failure. So, and on top of that, you cannot still make engines. There are certain companies like ISRO who had made their cryogenic engines also. But again, I am not really sure about their future as well, because see the point that there are like things which you need to look at which are beyond your control. How autonomies, how lobbies work, we have no practical control over that. What you do have control over is start working. How do you get into a job market after that? That's where you can connect with someone like me. And yes, but the first thing is, instead of causing this ruckus and then facing the problem of like that system getting delayed, and then people beating you on the head, like in one video that examiner has who gives the right to beat somebody on the head? So it's high time we should come out of that colonial mindset, because in colonial era, British era, people who used to beat Indians were not largely British, they were largely Indians. Peak Anglo Indian population, those who married Indians to sustain, and not even not pure division, was what 8 to 900,000 or 1.2 million or something like that, which is like 10 lakh people at the max. That was a peak Anglo Indian. British population was even less. So at that point, a country of 1.2 billion, like even that time we were around 500 million. We were plenty. The plagues and all those famines reduced the population, but we were plenty back then even. So those like they needed workers, and those workers were Indians. So that Fort Knox syndromes, that like there was a moat. That moat was filled with crocodiles. Once you pass those moat of crocodiles, you are in a safe space where you will not be beaten up, but you will get a good salary, you will get a good home. And a lot of people got also. That's not judging that, but again, that has created a generational bias towards this. We need to come out of it. Actually, you need to come out of a lot of things to get over this, and rejuvenate as a country. But again, the first thing is rather than wasting your testosterone filled youth energy in like preparing for these stupid exams which carry no practical value, let's start working. Even a small entry level job, or let's say even if you don't want to do a job, like there are other ways to earn also. How do you can like earn? Like you can connect with someone like me. Those advices will be very specific, tailor made to your psychophysical nature as well. So yes, signing off. Hope this adds some peace and at least some clarity that this is not a way to go. At least stop the leakage before you can actually fill the bucket. Saying off, like this video if you liked it, share this across with your friends, at least two friends who might, and yeah, subscribe to the channel.